Denver, Colorado is home to Family. Family is a theater troupe comprised of disabled actors. Family performed Sideshow for their 10th anniversary production. Sideshow is a Broadway musical based on the lives of Siamese twins Daisy and Violet Hilton. Physically Handicapped Amateur Musical Actors League.
Sideshow is about the loves and lives of people who are different and who are not accepted by normal society. And it's a very powerful, passionate show. It's an in-your-face show, and it makes people wake up and recognize some of their own prejudices and stereotypes. It shows us that no matter who we are, we're all the same. We have the same passions and heartbreaks and hopes and dreams and failures and successes. And sometimes, if we're different, those don't get to be realized.
We had set to do Guys and Dolls for our 10th anniversary production. And then somebody came up with the idea to change it to Sideshow. It's a Broadway show that I'd never heard of, and at first the name of it completely turned me off. Sideshow with a group of actors with disabilities, how exploitive, how abhorring, what a wonderful idea. So anyway, they sent me the music, and I listened to the music, and I wasn't particularly impressed, especially with the song Come Look at the Freaks. I mean, I just thought, I'm not going out there and singing Come Look at the Freaks with a bunch of people with disabilities, and me with Parkinson's, you know, good Lord. Well, then they sent me the script. And I sat down, and I started reading it, and I got through 3 pages of it. And I set it down, and I started to cry. And I said, I get it. I see what they're talking about. This is a story about people who exist, and they have a right to have their story told.
It was a risk that we decided we were going to take in the beginning. You know, first of all, a show that it's about people with disabilities itself. You know, I was concerned that people get really nervous because some people see family shows and go, "Oh my gosh, you know, I have a hard time seeing all these people with disabilities." So I think it was a big risk that we took, and it paid off in the long run. It had the show as beautiful music, one of the things that brought me to the show to begin with. And so I just was amazed that people have embraced it and just loved the show itself.
The reality of it. I mean, not only does it hit the audience in the face, but it sort of hits you in the face too.
Even more wanting people to come see this show because of the subject matter. I mean, last year when I did The Boyfriend, I was real excited. I thought, well, you know, this is a lot of fun and everything, but it didn't have that weighty social issue kind of aspect to it. We finish up that Who Will Love Me As I Am song. I think that is so powerful. It's powerful for us on stage, but I think, you know, that if I was an audience member, I would like to, one performance, be able to sit and watch the show. Because I think I would be blown away by it. I think it's touched so many chords with me through the whole rehearsal process. And then, like I say, it's even more powerful once we get into the theater. And I'm doing it in front of people because, like I say, I've always tried to, or I used to always try and hide my disability. And here I'm just right out here. You know, this is who I am, and I'm all right.
Quiet, listen!
Where was the last you saw them?
Everybody just hands up and down.
We've always tried to give them pieces that were in some way challenging, you know, not light little pieces. We tried to do Fiddler, which was, you know, kind of a heartwarming, gut-wrenching story, and my feelings were family could do that because they could understand discrimination because of their lives. And this is another step for them because they could really, really understand how these people felt. You know.
Thank you. Clap with those of you who can see. 1 and 2.
Family is made up of people with disabilities. You have to have a disability in order to do our summer musical. And that can be any type of disability, anything that's recognized by the government, be it a physical disability, a visual disability, hearing impaired, or someone that is HIV or AIDS, anything that falls under that disability category. I was in high school when I did my first show, and it was Oliver. I played the Artful Dodger. And my oldest sister came to see the show. And in the first act, all she did was cry through it. And her whole focus was on everyone's disabilities. By the second act, she had forgotten about the disabilities and was caught up in the story and was so moved by the story that she had forgotten that these people were actors with disabilities. That is what Family has been able to accomplish year after year after year.
Sideshow, written by Bill Russell, composed by Henry Krieger. Bill Russell came to Denver for closing night.
Overnight sensation. I brought the press and their pride. Talk of the town, then talk of the nation. After the hurdles we've climbed, we have timed this evening's presentation to make an overnight sensation.
Oh, yeah. Is this theater makeup or regular?
This is regular makeup.
Oh. People put this on all the time?
All the time.
Some people do.
I don't.
I wouldn't. I have a friend of mine who wears makeup like it's put on with a putty knife, but I wouldn't do that.
My mom does.
I'm like, can you?
And just trying to focus. This is my time in the dressing room. This is the time I like to just pull everything together and forget about what kind of day I've had, what are my lines, just going through everything in my head over and over.
Hey, peace, love,
soul.
Keep the faith, baby.
That's right.
Our name's in it.